Forgiveness is one of those things we as humans tend to struggle with. You, watching this video, probably had a friend or a family member or a stranger wrong you in some type of way, whether it be minute or very large, and you have been wronged and it hurt you, and eventually as time went on, you thought about forgiving them. Or maybe someone came and talked to you, added a little bit of clarity to the situation, maybe got you on a path of closure, and you think forgiving them is the best option. And you know what? Mwah, more power to you. Me, forever traumatized by the amount of family members who have cheated me in a game of Uno during the holiday season, I can never forgive any of those people for that. And we are all different creatures of different habits and understandings, and you know what? That is perfectly fine. But I feel like this might be one of them ones where we end up all agreeing that some people just don't need to be forgiven because of what they did and how they choose to go about living life after they did said thing. We can all agree, drunk drivers, evil people, suck, stupid individuals, and they deserve the consequences that come upon them once they get behind the wheel intoxicated. Whether if it's driving under the influence and just swerving into traffic, or in this example, killing somebody under the fact.
This just in, social media influencer Summer Wheaton has been arrested today, accused of crashing into and then killing rideshare driver Martin Okeke while allegedly under the influence. This comes after an investigation into the deadly crash that took place last July. Wheaton had left a party at Nobu in Malibu before the wreck, according to the sheriff's office. She's been charged with gross vehicular manslaughter and DUI.
And this woman who went ahead and did that ended up getting charged and now has to walk around with an ankle monitor because of it. And you would think that someone in this position would be very remorseful, regret their actions, and spend their time, because they're a social media influencer, dedicating effort to getting people to understand that driving while under the influence of any substance is bad, and it's wrong, and it's unacceptable, and it could take someone away from their family, right? That's like the logical way to go about this. But because it is the Ruin Leon YouTube channel, that is not how this went. Because for some reason, this woman, after disappearing once this all became public knowledge, came back and decided, hey, instead of doing that, I want you all to buy my fucking planning book. I cannot fix her. God is a forgiving being. But God ain't here. If that my bitch killed somebody, she definitely should not be making no fucking faith-based planning books. After taking a brief hiatus, she re-enabled her Instagram account and posted a video about how it's all falling apart, but somehow it's the start of something really beautiful. You are a murderer.
You know that feeling when life feels like it's all falling apart? But
did you just post a scar from the crash? Ooh, you bitch.
Somehow it's the start of something really beautiful. Well, that was me. The last few months have been hard. I went through moments where I truly didn't know how I'd pull through.
You killed a man.
But in the chaos, something shifted.
You killed a man and he's dead.
I was reminded of a deeper truth.
That you killed a man and he's dead?
That beautiful things can bloom out of despair.
Like his corpse now that he's in the ground? Like you killed a man.
Sometimes it's in those broken places where faith takes
like that man's broken body when you ran him over?
Root and grows stronger. I found myself coming back to this idea though.
I'm glad that you came back to that idea, because that man cannot come back to life.
What if I had written down the desires of my heart?
What if you didn't get drunk and kill a man?
Not just for a perfect day.
Well, you know somebody's perfect day got ruined because you ran them over.
But as a way of handing it all over to God.
God would like to get you to answer for your crime?
Trusting Him with the details while staying intentional about my goals and habits. I just wish that I had had this planner sooner.
I wish that you didn't drink, but you know, some people can't get the things that they wish for.
It's been such a game changer.
You know it was a game changer? As you sit here posted up at a farmer's market, somebody losing their life and losing a family member because of you, and presumably your very big-tittied best friend.
Helping me stay inspired, grounded, and aligned.
Damn, I wish that man that you killed definitely could go home to his family and read a book to his son, daughter, nephew, one of them.
Faith and intentionality can create something so beautiful. And it all
like killing a life.
Starts with one small step.
Not drinking.
Or one blank page. I wanted you all to experience the same shift I had.
I don't want to experience anything you got going on unless it's the G-spot.
So I've made it available for you. Enjoy your new planner.
I'm not buying books from you. I barely read my own books, and I bought those for no reason. There are ways to describe how pissed off I tend to be at stupid people and the things I see them do online. Then there is me being belligerently angry at someone who is the reason another individual is dead because of their stupid antics and fucking actions, disappearing, then because you need to be on social media to make money because you ain't got no fucking other way to do it, getting on here and not saying, hey, I know I fucked up in this way and I want to spend my time teaching people why it's wrong to do that. No, buy my fucking $35 book on how to better plan your fucking life. You, madam, are a piece of shit. You, madam, are a sick individual. And I don't really know too much about the Lord. And I understand that in my lack of knowledge, the Lord is a forgiving being. But he's not here right now. I'm here, and I'm here to say fuck you and fuck how you operate for the remainder of your time on social media. I understand, like, wanting to protect your image as best as you can, and any small blemish to your image is something that you would want to course correct steadfast. But ignoring what people know about you in order to sit there and just say, hey, I'm selling this really shitty looking book for $35, buy it now, and maybe it'll get you on the right path, is so fucking disturbingly disgusting that it's levels to this shit that make me want to run up a fucking wall and just start doing the heel toe. Because what do you mean that you want to start getting people to awaken and be a part of this great omnipotent style of life, but you're somebody who's not a perfect example of that? You're somebody who's made a drastic mistake and you have not gone through the proper channels to actually achieve forgiveness. There's a grieving family having to deal with your actions. They have to deal with what you did to them, and you going around selling books? Like, fuck you and fuck how you operate for your dying days for as long as I have to look at you. I hope that family finds any layer of peace in the tragedy and the travesty that you gave them. I hope that at some point they are able to smile and laugh again after combing through the large issue that you gave them. I hope at some point, even though it's not my place to say this, I hope that they truly forgive you for the shit you put them through. And I hope for as long as you live, you have an enlarged monkey on your neck, which is the weight of your sins bearing down on you and making sure that you remember you took a man's life through your shitty actions. And then once it's all said and done and you no longer live on this earth, I can't wait to see you in hell so that I could give you the punishment of cackling like a madman in your ear until you no longer exist as a demon of the night and you just burn into absolute nothingness. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Yes, that was very dramatic. I know. I don't care.